Hello guys, this is Behemoth here, and this is another live-ish recording. And this is of the SU-152. This is a game that I played 2-3 weeks ago, I think. Anyways, I added my hard drive still. So I thought, well, let's just go ahead and show it to you guys, because I played one entire session with good and bad. And with bad, I mean, oh my god, you will never ever hope to live to see another one of those kind of games. Yeah, so it was a mixed bag between all of it. And this one was not too bad, actually. SU-152, with the derp gun, it can be quite trollish. And we all know what trollish is. Especially with the Russian tank destroyer line. SU-152, ISU-152, that BL-10 and this 152mm cannon just blows either you away with turning around, just completely missing the shot, or just hitting a spot that you just won't do that much damage, or it will just completely destroy and wreck an opponent's day, which we always like to see. And we're going to see that. I think, yeah, one of those shots is actually, yeah, it will be a kill shot, and it should have done a whole lot more damage than it did, but you will see in a moment's notice. First, take a shot at this Cromwell. I blow his tracks off and do a bunch of damage, but it could have been a lot more. Fortunately, it is not. So just waiting around this corner, waiting to see if anything comes otherwise around this corner. I forgot to mention, this is a tier 8 game, so I'm not top tier, so I will be a bit, well, I always will be dangerous with the SU-152, not because I'm good, but because of that cannon. HE shells with 152mm caliber, yeah, that's just gonna hurt, and you won't ever want that in your face, especially if you're a French tank, like an AMX-5100, like on the enemy team, for example. There is a T-34 on the other side. He's getting wrecked. He will be getting destroyed in a bit, and there's the Hellcat. This destroys him. Cromwell tries to get away, but the Hellcat says nope and takes him out as well. Then there's this AMX-5100, complete side shot, not even fully aim, but that only does 650 damage because he didn't have more HP to do it. So the rest of this game is a bit sluggish. Just gonna drive a little bit forward, hoping to see if I can see anything other than just, grass, trees, dead enemy tanks. The usual. Well, dead enemy tanks. I played last night, actually, and the usual was actually me being under-tiered, so being 2 tiers lower than the top tier, and being almost the last person alive on the team. I ended up with, let's see, 2 victories out of 7 before I just quit out, and I've got a 2k win rate average. So yeah, that was absolutely great, and I just quit out in disgust. Anyways, enemies up front. No, not that enemy. That enemy. Centurion. Side armor of Centurion. Oh yes, please. I happily take a few shots for that shot. 1005 damage, or 1051 damage in one go. And that is just lovely. He gets completely taken out by the Hellcat just shortly after, but man, 1000 HP in a tier 8 match is quite a lot. Especially if it's just an HG shot from a lower tier tank, which it was. So yeah, he's not having a great day. But other than having a great day, we're going to have a win. Tried to get a shot on this KV4, but we capped out. And yeah, we could have won easily if we just rolled up to him. But you know, I was glad with a win. So you see what I wrecked. I didn't wreck all that much. I wrecked some faces. Did the most damage on the team. Oh, that's always nice. Didn't get the top experience, but the Hellcat just finished a bunch of guys off, did a bunch of damage, so props to him for having a great game. Now we're going up with the VK3001H, and you see the results that I had so far. For those that didn't notice that, this is a recording that I commentated on a long time ago, but the recording of my voice failed, and we only have this audio and video of the in-game. So yeah, so I'm doing it live-ish, commentating about a live game, which is completely reasonable, I assure you. Anyways, VK3001H, 50 millimeters of armor all around, but it being a German, it is flat armor, and it being a tier 5 game, almost everything can and will penetrate you, so that is nice. What actually is kinda nice on this tank is its cannon, the top tier cannon. It has the Waffe cannon, the 7.6 millimeters or 7.5 millimeters, so 7.6 centimeters. So 76 millimeters, 75 millimeters. It's the Waffe, and it is quite great. It has just about or just under 5-second reload with a fully trained crew. I'm not having gun rammer on this. I almost never do spend credits on equipment for things that I'm actually grinding. So because I'm just going to sell them anyway. And during the time that I actually play with them, I normally play pretty well. Like this game, I can remember this game. And you see later on that Wargaming just screws me over. They just bet me over and screw me sideways, so yeah. What else is there to tell? Well, I'm just rolling around on this. And this actually improved the red side map. Normally I go at this spot because heavy tanks, and I'm actually quite like being a heavy tank. Even the medium tanks or tank destroyers, I like to go to the side because I can use the hills a little bit. And the terrain, the rocks, that kind of stuff. Anyways, the thing with the VK is I can angle it 45 degrees, and it is actually better than angling it 20 degrees because, you know, everywhere it is 50 meters more armor. Plus at the sides you have the tracks that count as 10 or 20 millimeters of spaced armor. Anyways, there's a T1 heavy, and no way that I'm going to have a bit of gun depression to actually go up and fight him. So yeah, now I was trying to get up there and get a few shots off. I would gladly take 1 or 2 shots from him because my reload is better, and there were already allies shooting at him. But then I noticed that I was getting shot at in the back, so yeah, let's not do that. I traded a bunch of HP for only 1 shot, which is kind of bad, so yeah, don't do that, which I just did. But hey, there's his brother, the T1, so let's just shoot the ground for a, warning shots. He misses, I don't. And now we're with a bunch of tanks. And I'm trying to side scrape. I'm actually in quite a good position actually. But the T1 Heavy is going for the allied T1 Heavy that's right beside me. Well, T1 Heavy is getting tracked from the enemy team, and our friendly T1 Heavy just takes a shot in, and I finish him off. But not before the Churchill actually finished off our T1 Heavy, which is not kind of good. That cruiser tree trying to take us on, but suddenly VK3001D from the side. So yeah, that was not going to happen. Remember, it is still 6-8, so we're losing. but I got a feeling that we actually won this flank. There is a Churchill 1 somewhere, but quite frankly we don't know where he is and we don't care because he's quite slow, so just move a little bit backwards, because if you have spotted on the minimap, there is a bunch going on. There's still some guys fighting on the left side, but they're not holding out that well, and the middle is completely open and broken, so let's go to the middle and try to help out our artillery friend. And why would we do that? Well, because if we can keep the artillery alive, maybe he can actually put some damage from far away to the enemies, which is kinda nice. Not so nice if you're on the receiving end though, but you know, that's an entire other discussion entirely. And of course, there being a cap zone is also quite attractive for the enemies. Just aim for half a bit, not even zoom in, you know, take out the enemies. Now I'm behind this a little bit of cover. There's another T-28 trying to come upwards. And he's actually going on the top of the hill and not on the other side, so we cannot shoot him. So 2 shots in the side and he's a goner. And actually it is even now, so good news for us. Artillery has found me though. Luckily I did move, and well, I think that shot could have maybe missed, but well, I moved it, so that doesn't matter entirely. Get 1 shot in on him, on the Panzer IV. He's not even looking my way, so another shot in the side of his face, and we're actually gaining the lead again. But there's still a Churchill 1 on the enemy team, and what is it? VK or no, Panzer IV-H. Speaking of which, there he is. Got a 1 good shot on him, and the M4 Sherman got a good shot on him. The Panzer IV actually stops with, you know, I'm happily obliging with putting a few shells in his face, much like the M4 Sherman. M4 Sherman does get taken out though by the T-40. So it is all even up, but I'm still going to defend a little bit. Normally this will be a camping sniping position, but now it being for me it is a spot where I can watch the right flank or have cover from the right flank, a little bit of sight on the far middle or north side, and actually have some eyes on the cap zone as well. And I can easily move in if that's if there's anybody there. So this is the spot where I'm talking about. Got eyes on the north, got eyes on the cap, and got cover from the right side. And occasionally just move out a little bit just to make sure that my sides are still there. And with meaning still there, meaning you know, if they're not being invaded by enemy tanks, which they're not. Meanwhile, M37 gets taken out by our allies, which are making a push, which is quite nice. So most likely the enemy team would have spotted that, I think. Maybe the Churchill 1 is going to try and deal with them. I mean, a Panzer 1C, yeah, that Panzer 1C versus a Churchill, you know what's going to happen. Panzer 1C trying to turn around a Churchill, succeeding at it, but not doing any damage. Or if the Churchill 1 is a decent player, he just blocks him. The Panzer 1C gets a little bit of ramming damage from himself and gets taken out very easily with that rapid firing Churchill gun. Moving from cover to cover, I just know that somebody will try to get up from here. I just know it, I just need to spot them. So just going through the town, making sure that I have cover from most sides, and just trying to spot the T-40 and the cruiser. Because somewhere I knew that the Churchill 1 was somewhere near the base. It just had to be. So trying to move up to the next cover. And as you can see, always remember, from moving from cover to cover, cover is your friend in this game. actually sometimes your only friend. The only friend where you can dependently rely on. That's stated at that. And yep, there is the Churchill. So move backwards to cover. No, Churchill, you haven't spotted anything. No, stay away. No. And of course, the 40 comes from the left side. Takes my tracks out. Quickly repair it because I remember that I still had it. The 40 is still there somewhere. I am angled quite well-ish, but the 40 does not care and penetrates me still. So let's get under his gun. Cruiser 4 gets taken out though. By die stuk 3. Stuk! Eerst deze stuk 3. And he takes the Cruiser 4 out, which is kinda nice. So I don't have to worry about that. And actually the Stuk and the Panzer 1C can get to the cap now. So now I'm trying to get under this bridge for cover. But with this bridge you see that I'm actually scrolling in and scrolling out and the camera just fucks up. There's no other way of saying it, it just fucks up. Okay, look, I want to see where he's coming from the other side, left or right, from these. And oh, get over. I get. Yeah, I tried to track him, but my camera was just amazing. So yeah, so I say that yeah, the camera just fucks up. It as you can see, it just entirely screwed up royally. But now we know that the Churchill one is on high enough health that it is a problem. But will he defend or will he cap? That's the question. Now I'm actually looking at his service record, which states that he is, well, he has played a lot of games, but most of them were not amazing. Let's keep it that. Anyways, Wesp has found the Churchill, so that means that the Churchill is not coming for the defend. He's actually moving forward to trying to cap. Panzer 1C trying to defend, and oh, what are they doing? Yes, Stuk 3 just decides to take a left. We're going to cap. Yeah, and so I say to them, just both cap. He will never catch you alive. Hoping that the Churchill one is actually quite slow, and he is quite slow. But if he just made the beeline towards the his friendly cap, then he might have had a chance to actually decapping, being on time. So I'm saying to the Panzer 1C that he needs to cap as well if you want to win this game, because 2-on-1, you know, normally the stakes are quite high, or it's quite even. Not even. What I'm trying to say? I have no idea. I have no idea. Just shut up. Okay. Anyways, 2-on-1 more. Normally it is a good fight for us, but you know, Panzer 1C will not do anything to the Churchill, and the Stuk 3 does have the hit points or the armor to survive a one-on-one fight with the Churchill. And the Churchill actually goes to cap. So yeah, to our cap. So he is capping, but we have two guys near them, their cap, and our guy actually capped way before his. So I think even with just these two capping, I think we should have won. No telling for sure, but hey, with the 1C in cap we are certain to win. And there we go, only 1 point left and enemy base captured. The Churchill gets over 60 cap points, but that doesn't matter entirely. 60 is not 100 as math says, so we have the victory and they don't. So here we have it, high caliber in a VK with the Waffe gun, which actually is quite nice. Just looking what I damaged. I always like to see what I damaged and see what how many damage I did. And as you can see, I did a whole bunch, and that's the game. So let's go on to the next live-ish video coming up in, I hope soon-ish.